Hey, Dr. Tyler Williams at Better Sleep SLC. Thanks for checking out today's video. You're here because you have some questions about why your sleep's getting disrupted, or maybe you're only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep per night or even less. Or for a lot of people who find us, they're lying in bed 7 or 8 hours, but they still wake up feeling groggy, or they get sleepy throughout the day, or it takes 2 or 3 hours just to get going and they feel like they have to pound a bunch of caffeine or coffee or energy drinks to get their mind moving. And this is such a common thing that we see people suffering with, and it's really fun for us to help people overcome this and feel better, and using what we call the 10 years younger approach, help people prevent aging, avoid medical costs and medications, or often reduce medications, lose weight, improve health, all those kind of things. And if you go to the sleep disruption, it can be a very complex issue, or it could be a very simple issue. So there is no one size fits all. What worked for your friend may not work for you, and what works for you probably won't work for someone else. But there are 4 or 5 key factors that we find that if we check into those and get them evaluated and work on some of those areas, we can help almost everybody, and that's really fun for us. So I've built a team at my office, and then also networked with other types of healthcare professionals to learn a lot about sleep. So by training, I'm a dentist, but in my dentistry, we do a lot of sedation, and I would notice so many people where they would cough, snore, choke, gasp when they were mildly sedated. We're not talking deep sedation here, we're talking mild sedation. And that's how we know that they were just very relaxed. And as those muscles relax and as the tongue relaxes, often we see that happen. So the sleep breathing disorders are very common. The other aspect of it is what you may have heard of, or what you may have been diagnosed with, which is what is insomnia. And insomnia means difficulty getting to sleep. So there's difficulty getting to sleep, and then there's difficulty staying asleep, and then there's difficulty waking up. And there can be a number of different diagnoses for these, but the most common one we see is that people who are getting disruptions during sleep, which is probably why you found this video, what that causes is a domino effect where you're tired throughout the day, or maybe you have to take a nap in the day, which means then you can't get to sleep at night because you slept too much during the day. And then you have this perpetual cycle of frustration and tiredness. And then often we see people lose energy or gain weight or lose motivation or get into bad eating habits, including eating late. So if you'd like to know ways that we may be able to help you, please call or text us. Our information is below this video, and we'd love to discuss this with you. I'm passionate about helping people sleep and feel 10 years younger, and it's really fun for us to do that. One thing to keep in mind is you're probably going to need 2 things to make or prevent the sleep disruption, or make it better. One is going to be some type of treatment, and we can review with you the latest technology and newest treatments. And the other one is probably adjusting some of your lifestyle habits, which might mean cutting out the caffeine after the early afternoon, or avoiding devices and blue lights for a couple hours before bed, drinking more water, avoiding alcohol, changing some of the way you eat and exercise. And those are all things that can improve the treatment. But the first thing we'll figure out is diagnosing the issue, and then getting some treatment for your issue so you can get some relief really fast. Start feeling better, start getting confidence, motivation back. Most importantly, getting some great sleep, because that's how you're hopefully going to spend the next 25% to 33% of your life is in bed. We should be spending about a third of our day asleep, and that's a lot of years ahead of good sleep. So let us know how we can help, and we look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Thanks.